Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to automate adding Pipeline CRM persons to Google Sheets. So I run an educational consultancy and I help students to find the best colleges and programs as per their needs. So here in this case, I want whenever a student fills my inquiry form, which I've already connected to my Pipeline CRM account, automatically using that details, a new person should be created in my Pipeline CRM account. And after that, automatically the details of that person should be added in my Google Sheets as a new row in order to store all the students' data at one place. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to automate adding Pipeline CRM persons to Google Sheets. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run an educational consultancy helping students find the right colleges and programs. So I use Pipeline CRM to manage all our student interactions and track their application progress. So here in this case, I want whenever a student fills the form which I have created for my Pipeline CRM, automatically using the details which we have received through this form, a new person should be created in a Pipeline CRM account. While Pipeline CRM is great for this, I sometimes need to analyze or share the data in a more flexible way. This is where Google Sheets become very useful. So by automatically adding Pipeline CRM person data to Google Sheets, I can easily organize and analyze our student information and application status. For instance, I can create a shared spreadsheet where my team can see and update the status of each student's application in real time. This integration helps keep our data up to date and accessible to everyone on the team, improving our efficiency and collaboration and ultimately helping more students achieve their educational goals. So here to build this connection, I'm going to connect my Pipeline CRM account with my Google Sheets in order to save all the new person's details in my Google Sheets as a new row. And here to automate this entire process, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect and you can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to connect my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as Automate Adding Pipeline CRM Persons to Google Sheets. And here I'm going to select my folder as Automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect. So moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see two most important principles of an automation process that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Pipeline CRM. So Pipeline CRM is a user-friendly CRM tool designed to help businesses manage their sales, processes, and customer interactions. It's like a digital assistant that keeps track of your leads, contacts, and deals, making sure nothing slips through the cracks. People use Pipeline CRM because it simplifies the sales process, helps teams to stay organized, and ensures everyone is on the same page. So here in my Pipeline CRM trigger, I'm going to select my trigger event as new person, so that whenever a new person is created in my Pipeline CRM, automatically Pabbly Connect should receive a response over here. And here you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Pipeline CRM account with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, here I'm going to copy this webhook URL first. And now here I've already logged in my Pipeline account. So this is my account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given over here. And from here I'm going to select account settings. And in the account settings, scrolling little down. And from here I'm going to select automations. And in the automations, you can see my automations which I have created. Now here, to create a new automation, I'm going to click on create new automation button given over here. And now here in this new automation window, I'm going to give a name to my automation. So here I'm going to give the name as new person. And here this automation folder is already selected as a default folder. And here this description is not a required field. So here I'm going to leave it blank. And now here it is asking me for a when condition. So here I'm going to select my trigger type as data changed. And then I'm going to set my when condition. So here I'm going to select my condition as a person is created. So I want this automation to trigger when a person is created. And here you can see I have received the option for adding new conditions. So here I'm going to set the single condition. But if you want to set multiple conditions, then you can add new conditions over here by clicking on these buttons. And now here, after setting up this when condition, I'm going to set up this do this. So for that, I'm going to click on this add action button given over here. And from here, I'm going to select my action event as call an API. And here you can see in call an API, it is asking me for a target URL. So here in this target URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL which we have received in our Pabbly's window. So this is the webhook URL, and then here it is asking that include the event in the payload of the post. That means we have to turn this button on so that we can receive all the details as the response in Pabbly Connect. And here in this failure email, we are going to enter the failure email as demo@pabblytudes.com. So here I've entered both the details, and now I'm going to click on this test button given over here. And here you can see it has successfully sent a response. So now let's click on this activate button given over here. And with this, we have successfully activated a new automation. Now let's move back to our Pabbly's window. And here you can see we have already received a response here where the value is API call test. That means it is the successful test response which we have received while testing our automation. So now here, to receive the actual response, we are going to click on this recapture webhook response given over here. And now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here, to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to create a test person in our Pipeline CRM account. So for that, let me take you back to my form. So this is my form, and here I'm going to enter dummy data and do a test submission in order to create a new person in my Pipeline CRM account. So here I'm going to enter the first name as dummy, last name as lead, email as dummy@pabblytudes.com, and a random phone number. So here I've successfully added all the details, and now I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see I have successfully submitted this form. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's window. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the details as event data user ID. Moving forward, event data user last name, event data user full name. Moving forward, here we have received event data phone. Moving forward, also we have received the event data owner full name. Moving forward with the details, and here you can see we have received the event data last name. Moving forward, and here we have received event data full name, that is dummy lead, event data first name, and lastly we have received the event data email address. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step. And here I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So here I'm using Google Sheets over any other data storing platform because it's easy to access from anywhere and great for working together. It's free, works well with other Google apps and has lots of helpful features. Plus, it's super simple to use. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as add a new row, so that whenever a new person is created in my Pipeline CRM account, automatically the details of that person should be added in my Google Sheets as a new row. And now to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account and then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So now here after building a successful connection, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So as I've already shown you that I have created my spreadsheets with the name students data. So moving back to Pabbly's window, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as students data. Now here after selecting this spreadsheet, here I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1 and then here it is asking me for a full name, phone number and email. So basically these are the fields which I've entered in my Google Sheets. So moving back to Pabbly's window and here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever a new person is created in a Pipeline CRM, automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So I'm going to map the full name. So for that I'm going to search for the full name. So this is the event data full name. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the phone number. So for that I'm going to search for the phone number. So this is the event data phone. And lastly, here I'm going to map the email address. So here I'm going to search for the email. So this is the event data email. So here we are going to map it. And now here after successfully adding all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new row in our Google Sheets with the new person details. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully received a response here where we have received the full name as dummy lead, a random phone number and email as dummy@pabblytudes.com. So with this we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation with a real-time example, and to test our automation we need to create a new person in our Pipeline CRM account by submitting a form. So for that let me take you back to my form. And here I'm going to enter another dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as smart, last name as user, email as smart@pabblytudes.com. And lastly, here I'm going to enter the random phone number. And now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see we have successfully submitted a form here. So now let's go and check our Pipeline CRM account first. And from here I'm going to click on this people. And here you can see we have successfully created a new person over here with the name as smart user. So now let's go and check our Google Sheets. And here you can see we have successfully added a new detail over here with the full name as smart user, a random phone number and email as smart@pabblytudes.com. So with this we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Pipeline CRM and our action as Google Sheets, so that whenever a new person is created in our Pipeline CRM account, automatically the details of that person should be added in our Google Sheets as a new row. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.